Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 10th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe and hit the bell notification icon and you will catch me live. But Virgo, let's see what we have going on for you. I feel like a lot of you are taking risks here, is what I'd say to you. I feel like these are positive risks. Of course, I do not think that these are like ridiculous risks or anything crazy. The type of risk that we could be talking about here is that I feel like for some of you, you could be moving towards love, or you could be asking someone out, like that type of risk. For others, the risk could be to end something. You could even be ending a relationship and deciding to move on to something new. So I like this. Now you have the Ant Spirit card here. It says time to collaborate. I do feel like for some of you, this is definitely this first row is definitely saying like there are people who want to help you here. You even, I even remember readings that I've done for you where you frequently get these cards that say teamwork kind of makes the dream work for you, Virgo. So I feel like any type of teamwork opportunities or opportunities to work with other people would be a great thing at this time. In this row here, you have the Fool, the Two of Swords, and the Empress. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you're realizing your own worth is what I feel. I feel like I said this to you last week, Virgo. It just feels like a repeat message. It is coming up in your past position, so that would make sense. But it's almost like you have the Two of Swords. Maybe, but I get the word settling is what's popping into my head here. I feel like maybe you feel like you have settled, or maybe you felt like you had to settle on something in the past. For some reason, I feel like this Empress card is awesome. This is a new deck. I can't remember the name of this deck that I have here, but I will try to remember to post a link to this deck down below, or at least the name of it. But I feel like that Empress is just saying like you're stepping into your power here. I feel like you're becoming very bold, and it's like maybe you're putting yourself out there more. You're willing to take a risk. For some of you, I feel like this risk that you're willing to take is just being with another person. With that Ant Spirit card, it's like, it's a card of collaboration. And relationships are just a collaboration. They just represent working together with a person. So I feel like this Fool card is saying maybe some of you are finally ready to take a leap of faith, into the future. For a lot of you, I really do feel like this reading is talking about boldness, but I feel like the boldness here is like you walking away from a past relationship. It's almost like someone, again, I feel like this is very specific. It might only be for like one or two of you, Virgo, but I feel like for whoever this message is for, it's almost like you're realizing that someone had too much power over you. Maybe they controlled your emotions, or, maybe they made you feel some other way. You have this Courage card here, and I feel like now you have the courage to walk away from this situation. In this row, you have the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Tower, but you have the Tower with the Eight of Cups here. This to me is like you shocking yourself. I always say, to me, the Tower is not a bad card. I personally, I like the Tower, and again, I know a lot of people would disagree with that, but, it is what it is. And, I feel like for a lot of you, it's you shocking yourself. The Seven of Cups, to me, is kind of like saying, the Seven of Cups normally has 7 cups on the card. And in those cups, there are like snakes and some other weird things like spiders on some decks and things like that. But there's also like treasure in some of the other cups. And it's like, I feel like you are realizing the truth in a situation here. And I feel like this is pushing you towards your happily ever after with this Nine of Cups here. It's almost like, this is going to sound weird, Virgo, but it's almost like the feeling I get here is almost like where you realize that Santa Claus isn't real if you had that experience, if you celebrate Christmas. But it's almost like what do they call that? They call that like killing sacred cows. When you believe, I think that's what they call it. It's like when you believe something and then you find out that it's not true. So for some of you, I feel like the Tower is showing up here because it's almost like you are realizing that something that you thought was great was not great. The good news is that this is pushing you towards your happily ever after with that Nine of Cups. So I feel like you are moving towards extreme happiness only because you have realized that something maybe was a snake. So this could be a person from the past. It could be a job maybe that didn't value you, but I do get some sort of lack of value here where it's like you didn't feel valued. Next, you have the Regeneration card. So again, I feel like you're taking time for yourself, rebuilding with that card. In this row here, you have the Judgment card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Again, you're having some sort of rebirth here with the Judgment card. Normally, I would say with the Judgment card that could be someone coming back from the past. However, for you, Virgo, I feel like this is more you realizing your worth or realizing a certain value that you have. It's like you're waking up to something here. And again, we're going to clarify this in just a minute with the Lenormand. That Queen of Pentacles there is you, Virgo. I feel like you are realizing your value. This is a really beautiful Queen of Pentacles as well if it wants to show up on the camera here. So I feel like you are realizing your value. I feel like you are attracting a lot of abundance into your life at this time as well. And this Eight of Cups, it's going to be hard to see on this camera, but it's like he's got a chain in his hand on this Eight of Cups here, and I feel like for some of you it's like you are releasing the chains. This is actually a pretty simple message for you, Virgo. In a lot of ways I feel like this reading is about freedom. I feel like you are setting yourself free from either a person, a job, or this could just be people's expectations of you. I feel like this has required courage with this Courage card. It's required you to be bold and brave, but really I feel like with this Empress and this Queen of Pentacles, it's like you're stepping into your power. Between the Fool here and the Nine of Cups, you have the Eight of Diamonds. This says that you have, it's called the key in the Lenormand card reading system, and it just says you hold the keys necessary to be very successful in your life. You hold the keys necessary to have your happily ever after, your wishes with that Nine of Cups. Between the Two of Swords here and the Seven of Cups, yep, you have the Queen of Diamonds. This is called the Crossroads. This represents having a choice to make. Two of Swords, needing to make a choice in the past, but not really being sure what choice to make, not being sure which direction you need to go in your life. The the Queen of Diamonds here, the Crossroads, says that you are making a choice. You are picking a path in your life. Between the Empress and the Tower, you have the Four of Clubs. This is a card that I used to call Mercury retrograde. It's like maybe in the past you went through a tower moment, or maybe you went through some sort of separation and you probably aren't sure like why you had to go through this situation. But the Four of Clubs comes in, it's like you are waking up to why you had to go through a tower moment or some sort of loss here. Between the Nine of Cups and the Judgment card, look, the Sun, your total happiness coming in for you here, Virgo. This is a very good reading. I feel like this has been a challenge in the past, these four cards right here. These four tarot cards down here, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Empress, and the Tower. It's like you went through some major challenges here, but this was like a rebirth process or a stepping into your power. Empress, Queen of Pentacles. And then up here you have the Sun. It's like the Sun in the Lenormand is a card of celebration and success and being very happy and kind of like having the things you desire in life. So amazing for you, Virgo. Between the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, you have the Ace of Hearts. This is called the Gentleman. So two aces, number one. Definitely a major new beginning coming in for you here, Virgo. The Gentleman could be love coming in for you. It could be any gender. Again, I don't attach gender to my cards in these general readings. So it could be any gender that you're attracted to, but definitely could be true love coming in for you. For others, it could just be happiness, like your emotions overflowing, being really happy. Look at this, between the Tower and the Eight of Cups, you have the King of Diamonds. This is passing a test from the universe. This, to me, the King of Diamonds is your true soulmate. And again, I don't attach gender to my card, so whatever gender you're attracted to. But this King of Diamonds, I feel like this is saying, this Eight of Cups in the Tower is like saying that maybe someone who is abusive on the extreme end of the scale, it's not going to be true for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like this could have been an abusive person or someone who took advantage of you or someone that you were bound to. And it's like you have passed some sort of test. I feel like your true love is coming in if you're looking for love, for sure. If you're not looking for love, this is a major harvest. The King of Diamonds is a card of a harvest and abundance and success coming in for you. You have a ton of cards of abundance here and like wishes with the Nine of Cups and the Sun. Amazing. Yeah, in this top row outcome, you have the Three of Spades. This card represents separation for sure. So in this deck here, the Maybe Lenormand, it has some playing cards in it. I started off my YouTube career reading playing cards, and to me, the Three of Spades is a breakup. In this deck here, I feel like they say that it refers to love coming in or something like that. So it could be a love offer for some of you. In your middle row here, yep, you have the Seven of Hearts. This card is called the Tree. It represents like a family tree. So some of you could be meeting someone that you will be connecting with on a very deep level, someone you will be having a family with. For others, this to me is just like a return to stability. So if you're not interested in love this to me says that you will be kind of getting into a relationship, or you will be becoming more stable in your life, or maybe you'll be feeling more stable. There is like some moving energy here. So maybe you're moving to a location where you feel safe, secure, comfortable, protected, or maybe you're moving somewhere where you feel like you have better opportunities in life. Could be anything like that. In your bottom row outcome, you have the Eight of Spades here. The Eight of Spades is called the garden, and it represents like a harvest. And again, it comes up next to this King of Diamonds. So I feel like there could be definitely a financial harvest coming in for you. Something is growing here, Virgo. You have the Ace of Pentacles as well. The Ace of Pentacles to me is, this Ace of Diamonds is called the sun. So it's almost like the sun is shining on the garden so you can have a harvest. So definitely very good financial cards. For those of you waiting for a job, all your cards kind of would point to the future. So if you're waiting for a job, maybe you won't hear anything back this week, but I feel like in the near future, there could be a job coming in for you. Yeah, you have the 10 of Clubs. For those of you waiting for a job, I feel like there have been a lot of burdens, a lot of challenges around that. And you have the Jack of Hearts here as well. This card is called the Heart. So definitely true love coming in for you this week if you're looking for love. If you're looking for a job, I do feel like there will be an offer in the near future. Again, this could just represent a job offer coming in for you, or receiving contact from a potential job that could be coming in for you soon. In your bottom row, I would be careful of your paperwork. 3 diamonds in the playing card reading system just says double check your paperwork, or be careful of your paperwork. It's card of surprises. And in this deck here, they call it like lightning. So again, it could be surprises. You have the Tower here as well. I don't really see any Tower moments here. Again, I always say, people always ask me why I say the Tower is positive. I'm like, well, number one, the Tower has to happen from time to time in our lives. It's just how it is. Number two, the Tower can represent a positive shakeup. The Tower can be positive. It can be a positive surprise. It can also say that things have become too comfortable in our lives. So there could be some sort of shakeup, but it always leads to something better. So I feel like you're moving towards something better. Yeah, you have the Queen of Spades here. I definitely feel like there could be some sort of love offer coming in for you here. Yeah, 5 of Spades. It's like somebody needs to take a risk here. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I feel like someone needs to take a leap of faith. Definitely new love. I feel like for those of you looking for love, this to me says new love all the way. Especially if you were in a negative relationship in the past. I feel like you're moving away from that. I feel like it's like you're really realizing the control that someone had over you, or maybe they made you, maybe it wasn't like control, but maybe they made you feel a certain way. Yeah, 10 of Diamonds. 10 of Diamonds is gathering information. It's called the book, and it represents learning. So I feel like you've learned a lot. I would say over the past few years, not just the past weeks or anything like that. But this is a very good reading for you here, Virgo. I like it. And I feel like you're heading in a good direction. So thank you for watching, Virgo, and definitely enjoy your week.